are these the two greatest teams in the history of the Premier League? And again, be clear in case Stevie Nichol's watching, football wasn't invented in 1992. It's not when it began. But we are talking, right? We've got 3 decades, body of work. Are these the two greatest teams? And then hence, a follow on from this, is this the greatest rivalry? I'm going to go straight out and say, no, this is not the greatest rivalry. In fact, I'm not even sure this is a rivalry other than a purely sporting one, which is wonderful. But to me, rivalry's got to have needle, it's got to have spice, it's got to have it's got to have Patrick Vieira and Roy Keane. Was it in the tunnel? Was it Vieira's picking Gary Neville and Roy Keane says pick on somebody your own size and whatever, and Fergie and Wenger. That was a real rivalry. Chelsea and Arsenal in their own way with some of the Mourinho stuff, right? Yeah. People are saying, oh no, those are more boring mind games. This isn't about the purity of football. That's nonsense. Yeah. If we talk rivalry, there are more elements to it, right? Rangers and Celtic, the rivalry isn't just there because, they're two teams from Glasgow who've won a lot of titles. People compared it to the Classico. The Classico has a political dimension. It has a dimension of history that's there, and that matters, and that makes a rivalry. Liverpool and City do not have the historical side. They do not have the personal enmity. And maybe it's good. Maybe Klopp and Pep are grown-ups who really admire each other and like each other. It doesn't have the incidents, the needle between the players. How close were we to a fight at any time in this, or even a melee, right? It doesn't happen. And I'm not faulting them for it. I'm just saying it's not a rivalry in the way we understand sporting rivalries.
Absolutely, you need a bad guy. You need a villain, and you need that needle, you need that edge, and you need you talk about Liverpool, Chelsea, Benitez, Mourinho, ghost goal. All these moments. It's a controversy that makes a rivalry. Take it away from football. Borg McEnroe, the kind of even Hamilton, Verstappen. It's all about issues that create debate and create division. There's not really any kind of sense of that in this rivalry. It's too pure almost, isn't it?
It's too much loving between Pep and Jurgen. Even De Bruyne, his kids go in the same school to Van Dijk's kid, in the same class. They see each other all the time outside of football. Like really good friends. So when they meet each other, they're not gonna. I know he kicked him and got yellow at the end because he had to, kind of thing. But it's.
I think this stems from Jamie Carragher's column in the Telegraph on Friday, and I was winding him up, basically saying that he's fishing rod out looking for bites, and he basically said that he got the reaction he got was mainly Arsenal fans getting angry about it. And I think, let's be honest.
So for those who don't read the Telegraph, I know you used to work for the Telegraph.
He said it was the greatest rivalry.
Jamie said that this was the biggest rivalry in English football, bigger than anything else, and obviously I contested it because I think that people forget that United and Arsenal won 9 titles between themselves was it 97 and 2004? 9.
Liverpool and City are kind of on their way.
I know, but they're not done 9 yet. And now people are saying, well, Liverpool, Arsenal never won the Champions League, but City haven't won the Champions League, and United haven't won many. But I do think the fact that you can overlook how intense that rivalry was between United and Arsenal. And it's a long time ago, it was 20 years ago, and a lot of our audience probably won't even know that United and Arsenal used to be good, but they used to be really good.
Really good, yeah.
They used to be really good, and it was kind of. And you go to games and there's a real kind of tension there. It was, but there was tension yesterday. But it was almost like
they were a bit better. You're right. It was not. There were a lot of police outside. They were doing nothing because there was nothing to do anyway.
But maybe it's sad that the only thing that United and Arsenal have got now, all they've got left is that they had the best rivalry in the Premier League. Everything else is gone. City are better than United. Liverpool are better than Arsenal, and it is quite sad that the two dominant teams of the Premier League era, United and Arsenal, are no longer competitive, but that's how it is. But their rivalry will endure forever because it was an epic rivalry, and I think
it was amazing.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube, and for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app, and for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.